Once upon a time, in a country called South Africa, there was a couple, THABO Bester, who escaped from prison, allegedly, aided by his beloved married girlfriend, Nandipha Magudumana, a mother of two young, beautiful girls. They left by night, traveled through Zimbabwe, and then they went all the way up the African map and wound up in Tanzania, where they were recognized. Well, Brown Mohotsi does say he played a part, but you know what? We'll skip past that. And their story was an absolute shocker to the nation. A man had escaped prison and nobody had been looking for him until he went to the famous, or should I say, infamous Woolworths. Why is Woolworths always inside the story? Woolworths is always there. Anyway, somebody snapped a photo of him, and that started the end to their romantic existence. And now both of them are in prison without bail. Today was one of their multiple pretrial appearances. And in true typical style, we always see them together in court, excited to see one another. It's almost as if they look forward to the moment. The last time we saw them, they seemed like they had coordinated their outfits, which is quite shocking because they're housed in different prisons. One would be tempted to say they are still in communication with one another, especially with all the revelations that Kwanazi has taught us that, yeah, there's corrupt everybody. Everybody's corrupt. As long as there's money to grease the wheels, things start moving. In a sad development, unfortunately, THABO Bester today did not set eyes on his dearly beloved Nandipha Magudumana as the investigating officer made a technical error and forgot Nandipha Magudumana was female and he was male. Therefore, policy does not allow for him to sign for her. She must be signed for by a female correctional officer or police officer. There was none in sight, causing an entire delay of the court proceedings. The judge tried and tried to wait for her, but in the end, court had to adjourn without her, and they would update her all on her own when she finally arrives. You could see the disappointment in THABO Bester's eyes. He could not believe that he was walking out of that courtroom, having just seen the other accused and none of them being his Clyde. No, Bonnie, because he's Clyde. This is a true, real life Bonnie and Clyde story. I mean, it even has a whole Netflix documentary that, of course, they tried to interdict. But the judge said, who cares? Netflix run the show. So a couple of developments, of course, they came to court on the very last day just to say they'll be back next year on the 18th of March, 2026. But who's the accused after the Zimbabwean? Because THABO Bester is accused number 7. He wants his laptop. He still wants his laptop, okay? And now he wants his money. And he was in court dressed, of course, in Louis Vuitton. Yes, Louis Vuitton pants. No, Louis Vuitton. Yeah, Louis Vuitton pants, Louis Vuitton belt, and a Louis Vuitton shirt. And then accused number 8. And then there's accused number 9. I don't recognize who that is. But I just wanted to give you those quick updates. Here are the clips from what happened in court. Later, Nandipha shows up and makes an appearance finally. Oh my goodness. You can tell she was dressed to the nines. Excited to see the world, or should I say for the world to see her. Unfortunately, it was a solo date, Nandipha, and you could just see she was just so confused, so disappointed. She had done her hair. It was freshly done. All edges were laying. Braids were braiding. Makeup was making up. But that doesn't change the status that is in. This was the case that had our full attention. And now, it's gone down to the bottom of the barrel because there is Vusimuzi Kat Matlala Madlanga Commission, Ad Hoc Commission, Vusimuzi Matlala Tebogo. Guys, Kuningi. It's a busy year since the 6th of July, 2025. We are in this mess because Umkhonazi, as I quote Julius Malema. But let's hear the clips from the court. I'll be back with the rest of my commentary.
The discussion with my investigation officer, Colonel Flyman, and he's told me that he takes full responsibility for today's delay. He forgot that a female must sign for her. And so he said he really apologized and he takes full responsibility for
Thank
today.
you for that.
Thank you.
That's big of him. Can I suggest that we conclude the proceedings and come back for accused number 1?
I think so. Thank you, Madam.
Only. Will that suit everybody?
Thank you, my lady.
I will excuse you, Mr. Motonu. As soon as your client arrives, I'll come back to court and I will then just postpone the matter against.
That's okay, Mrs. Madam.
Will that be suitable? Good. Good. So just to confirm, Ms. Bester, the postponement for case management, 18 March 2025. Then for trial,
2026, my lady.
Yeah.
2026. Okay, there we get it. It's some kind of a virus. And then in the third term to be booked for the 20th of July 2026 to the 18th of September 2026. That will be the dates.
Thank you.
The position of the accused is the same. The bail conditions are the same. Nothing else except then a further order. Do we need an order for a report on the lateness of accused number 1 since your investigating officer has taken accountability for it?
I don't think so, my lady, and I know my investigation officer very, very well, and he is extremely sorry for what happened.
Good. 6 for a case management hearing in the High Court Bloemfontein at 9:30 in the morning. I repeat, it is the 18th of March 2026 and it will be for case management at 9:30 at the High Court Bloemfontein. Accused number 1 is not here. I will deal with her later. Accused number 2, he's on bail. His bail is extended on the same conditions and he is warned for the 18th of March 2026 at 9:30 here at the High Court Bloemfontein. Accused number 3's bail is also extended. The bail conditions are confirmed as is. And he is also warned for the 18th of March 2026 here in the High Court in Bloemfontein. Accused number 4's bail is extended. The bail conditions are confirmed and he is warned for 9:30 on the 18th of March 2026 here in the High Court Bloemfontein. Accused number 6, his bail is extended. Bail conditions are confirmed and he is also warned for 9:30 on the 18th of March 2026, High Court, Bloemfontein. Accused number 7 is to remain in custody. Accused number 8 is also to remain in custody. Accused number 9's bail is extended. The bail conditions are confirmed and he is warned for 9:30 on the 18th of March 2026 here at the High Court in Bloemfontein. The further order is then that the investigating officer representing the South African Police Services that is responsible for the transportation of accused number 1 submit a written report to this court on or before the 18th of March 2026, explaining the lateness of the accused being brought to court. Does that conclude everything? Anything else?
Thank
Anybody
you, my
wants
lady.
to? Everything?
Yeah.
Good. Then this court adjourns as it is, and I will then return later to accommodate accused number 1. Thank you. Accused number 1 is here. Good morning. Good morning. So the matter can be self-postponed.
Thank you, my lady.
Thank you. Thank you. Ma'am, you may rise. I presume your counsel has informed you about the proceedings this morning, and if he hasn't, he will do it afterwards and inform you about everything what happened this morning. So the matter is postponed to the 18th of March 2026 for another case management sitting of this matter. You are to remain in custody. Just for thoroughness sake, the matter is also booked for trial in the third term from the 20th of July until the 18th of September 2026. Thank you. Does that conclude the proceedings in regard to your
It is so, my lady.
You're then satisfied. Thank you. The court is then adjourned. Thank you.
All rise.
No, yeah.
Magudumana arrives to only return back down the stairs, back to the holding cells, back to prison until the 18th of March 2026. But THABO Bester's lawyer did mention that no, THABO Bester has the money. We just need him to unfreeze. We just need the courts to make an order to unfreeze his accounts because we need to be paid. We are not pro bono over here. And while we're at it, he's also needing his laptop because we need him to do some submissions and dun. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. That is it with regards to THABO Bester, Nandipha Magudumana, and the others. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.